What up, what up, what up? Happy Sunday, y'all. Man, what a busy and hot weekend. Where is everybody located? I know out here in SoCal, our heat waves are about 80, 90, and, people complain, but, it is what it is. It was hot today for sure. And I think the highest it got up to was like 87. And I was like, dang, man. All right. So just another day doom scrolling. What y'all got going on today? Let's see what they got, man. Let's see what they got. Got a new little setup. Hopefully y'all like it. All right. Let's see. Y'all hear about this shooter at In-N-Out? It wasn't no California In-N-Out though. It was somewhere in Idaho, man. That's crazy, man. Let's click on there and see. Hold up. This is crazy. Oh, they didn't show a lot. Let's type in-and-out shooter. Oops. In-and-out shooting. Here you go.
Now at 5:30, new details emerging about the mass shooting at an In-N-Out burger in Idaho. But a major
Falls, Idaho.
Once on the roundabout, you heard everybody running, screaming, shooter, active shooter.
Witnesses describing coming face to face with the shooter.
As I was running, I faced the shooter head on, and he pointed the gun at me. And
how did I get that far? Hold on. This is great. Can you imagine trying to get a burger?
5:30, new details emerging about the mass shooting at an In-N-Out burger in Idaho. But a major question remains this evening. 3 people were killed and 7 others were injured. 2 of them are in critical condition.
Yeah, police say the gunman killed himself, but his motive for carrying out this deadly attack remains a mystery tonight. Carlos Aceto joining us live from the news center with what authorities actually do know. Carlos.
Rick, Lindsay, one of those killed was an In-N-Out employee. Now, motive still remains unclear, but authorities say the suspect acted alone and credit 2 bystanders, including an off-duty state trooper, for stepping up and saving countless lives through their actions.
Dang, he just shooting in the Tesla,
A
y'all.
fast food rampage Saturday sent dozens running for their lives after a gunman opened fire in the drive-through parking lot of an In-N-Out burger.
Y'all see that, man? Just opening fire in a Tesla? That's ridiculous. I was just in a Tesla lot yesterday. I'm in there every day, actually. And, I go to the one on Hollywood, too, and they have a lot of protesters and stuff. Can you imagine you trying to chill, just get a regular charge, and they up here shooting up the Tesla lot? And he was, like, aiming right at the Tesla. That's, like, right in the car window. Then, like, I don't know, man. In-N-Out is one of the best places to go. I didn't even know they expanded that far to Ohio. And I just feel like, can you imagine being an employee there or just eating there and, someone opens fire? What do you guys think about all that, man? This is crazy. Let's go back. Let's go back to it. One second.
Mystery tonight. Carlos Aceto joining us live from the news center with what authorities actually do know. Carlos.
Rick, Lindsay, one of those killed was an In-N-Out employee. Now, motive still remains unclear, but authorities say the suspect acted alone and credit two bystanders, including an off-duty state trooper, for stepping up and saving countless lives through their actions.
A fast food rampage Saturday sent dozens running for their lives after a gunman opened fire in the drive-through parking lot of an In-N-Out Burger in Twin Falls, Idaho.
Once in the roundabout, you heard everybody running, screaming, shooter, active shooter.
Witnesses describing coming face to face with the shooter.
As I was running, I faced the shooter head on, and he pointed the gun at me, and I ducked behind a white car just to have some sort of coverage. I saw a pistol on a gun case. I'm guessing that was his. And I didn't have anything to defend myself, so I grabbed the gun and I pulled it back. It was jammed, so I just felt helpless.
Video appears to show the suspected gunman, now identified as 24-year-old Chad Williams, carrying a long rifle as he walks up to a white car, opens the driver's side door, then moves to the trunk. Rifle. Another video shows the same man firing multiple shots into a parked Tesla before walking away. Then we see another armed man engage with the suspect in self-defense.
We can confirm that there's an off-duty state trooper and a citizen who actively engaged the suspect by returning gunfire towards him. We want to take a moment and commend the actions of the off-duty officer and the citizen in their heroic action to stop this incident. We believe their actions helped drive the suspect away from the scene, preventing further casualties.
Officials say 3 people were killed. 7 others were injured in the attack. The suspected gunman, Williams, died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Damn, he shot himself.
The shooting happened in one of the busiest shopping areas of Twin Falls, and the In-N-Out had recently opened. The company confirming in a post that one of the victims was an employee, adding, quote, "We lost one of our beautiful associates. She was taking care of our most important asset, our customers, and her life was taken by a disgusting human."
Now, investigators continue to look into a possible motive for the attack. The FBI has set up an online tip line where the public can submit images and videos related to the shooting investigation. That's the latest from the KTLA News Center. Carlos Salcedo, KTLA 5 News.
Man, that's crazy. Oh, just the newest one.
Are emerging about this weekend's deadly mass shooting at an In-N-Out Burger in Twin Falls, Idaho. At least 3 people were killed in the attack and 7 others were wounded. And the gunman, he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. CBS's Lindsay Reiser is following the investigation and has the very latest tonight. Lindsay.
Jerika, the police chief of Twin Falls called it the most chaotic scene that most of their first responders will ever experience, and that Good Samaritans who jumped into action prevented it from being even worse.
They running.
Terror in Twin Falls. Police say a shooter sprayed bullets at this In-N-Out Burger.
Not to get political, but I don't know if we're just immune to it, but it does seem like mass shootings have gone down a little bit. I just don't know why people are so obsessed with their guns and the Second Amendment. I mean, I get it, right? It's all right, but I don't know, man. If we have more gun control and we can regulate all this stuff, maybe there would be less shootings, school shootings, restaurant shootings, This definitely kind of hit close to home for me because I go to In-N-Out all the time. I was just there yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? But I can't even keep track. I go there at least once a week, and the way those drive-throughs are set up, you're stuck. A lot of them, you're stuck. There's no way in, no way out unless you hop out the car. It's so backed up, the lines are so long, so you're literally just a sitting duck. So it's a miracle. First of all, one loss is too many. I know 3 people died, or I think 2, including the gunman. So we're not going to say RIP to him, but these type of situations always open up the Second Amendment debate. And I generally don't have a dog in the fight. You know what I mean? I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't really care if you have a gun or not. I'm neutral about it. But when these things pop up, it does make me realize, like, how are these psychopaths getting it so easy and walking up, like I said, in schools and shopping malls and just, I don't know, man. We got to do something, man. It's annoying every time you feel like you catch a break, you see something else in the news, and then you always feel like it can't happen to you, and for the most part it won't, but I don't know, man. Just going to your favorite burger place or going to school or going, it's crazy. People from other countries are looking at us like laughing, not laughing, but like they're like, man, that's crazy. They don't have these things happening in London or Europe. It's like only here that we have to constantly look over our shoulder and worry about a freaking mass shooting, so I don't have a dog in the fight, but when I see stuff like this, I do feel like we need a little bit more stricter regulations, if you ask me. And I don't think the average civilian needs to have a high-powered assault rifle. That's just my opinion, Don't at me. All right, so let's see what else they got. I like this format of doom scrolling. Okay. Let's forget the in-and-out shooting. Let me see. Forgive me, y'all. I got a new setup, so I'm a little slow with it, but I'll get better. I actually like this way better than my other one. Got a bigger screen and all that, so let's see what else they got. Yo, what y'all think of these? Well, I'll talk about that later. I don't feel like talking about that. Let me see. Let's see what Trapmore Ross got going on. I was wrong about. Yeah,
okay,
remember
so
I made
I'm
a whole.
currently getting trashed on one of the David subreddits. It's not surprising. It happens quite often. Me, along with Celeste's parents, we're constantly getting absolutely brutalized by these subreddits. And I do think that there is a campaign against me, as well as the parents, as part of the defense in kind of PR move to basically tear down anybody that is spreading these narratives about David being a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Deflecting all the attention away to me. So I'm going to read the comments on this. I'm going to it's live who went to the actual preliminary hearing in court says both parents, and it's in the official court transcript. I also think it is plausible it could be a forgery using Colleen Burke as the notary. So the fact it's not like, oh, well, Celeste's mom is actually an expert legal operator and speaks perfect English. Doesn't make a lick of difference. It says this would actually make more sense as to why she stopped paying rent in May 2025, but the defense edit, this will be downvoted, but nobody will give a rebuttal. Tell me, like, does this make any believe they're right?
I don't know if this dude gives off copyright strikes, so I want to watch this video, but I think he kind of was defending the parents or what, and he's wrong because they definitely knew.
Parents' knowledge of the illegal relationship.
Yeah, see? Yeah. I would never defend their parents. You can't be that naive with your 13-year-old. And like I said, I remember the R. Kelly days. I would hear stories of people knowing he liked little girls and parents putting their girls on the front lines. Like the barricades when he goes to a concert and all the fans wait outside to get a look at him. Moms would put their kids out in the front, you know. So maybe there wasn't this extreme in the situation, but I'm sure because he was kind of famous, her parents definitely looked away. They definitely looked away, you know, for sure.
The parents had zero knowledge of the illegal relationship. Just because their names were on a form, we don't know the context they signed the form in. They could have thought they were signing a field trip, like permission slip. Celeste could have told them, "Oh, there's a school trip to London that I'm going on." Anything could have been anything. She could have said, "Oh, I'm doing an internship with this thing." You don't know. There's no proof. Someone pull me up. Anybody, any of the haters that are on me in this thread, please pull up the transcript where it says that the parents had knowledge of the illegal relationship, because that's a lie. So they're calling me the queen of fake news.
No. Again, maybe it's not in the court documents, but I absolutely think the parents knew. There's no way you don't know what's happening to a 13-year-old. There ain't no way, man. Y'all tripping. Man, this is crazy. How's your night going so far? What up, Leslie Barber? It's going good. How do I show my chats on here? I'll show the comments on stage. There we go. What up, Leslie? All right, that's probably a bot, y'all. All right, so I'm not gonna watch too much of his stuff. I don't feel like getting a strike. I don't know how strict he is, but yeah, they knew. It's just crazy. It's just crazy over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, there ain't no way the parents didn't know. Like, for real, there's no way they didn't know. Oh, let me remove my chats from the stage. I don't like that. That's way. How do I? Let me see. Oh yeah, that joint totally blocking me. Regular time to you can't put the chat in another spot? Nope. All right. So let me take that off. My bad, Leslie. Oh man. That's crazy. Yo, did y'all hear about this OnlyFans model just robbing people? Oh, that's gonna be a topic that I'm gonna make a separate video. Hold on. This is KTL. I love KTL, y'all.
Social media influencer 29-year-old Adva Levi, also known as Mia Ventura, is accused of preying on multiple wealthy men to steal expensive watches, credit cards, and other luxury items.
Tonight, she is sitting behind bars as she awaits trial, and one of her alleged victims says he was targeted and still feels violated. Chris Wolf live in Hollywood with his story tonight. Chris.
Yeah, that's right. Micah and court investigators say they have identified several victims, older men, younger men, women, all of them wealthy, apparently, making them prime targets. And tonight we spoke with one man right here in Hollywood who says he too fell victim.
Pretty much everywhere that she went, she was looking for that opportunity to try to, I guess, steal from people.
Cops in Southern California say she used sex appeal to steal from multiple wealthy victims. She was even engaged to a local billionaire before he called off the wedding following the firestorm of criminal charges against 29-year-old Adva Levi, also known as Mia Ventura, Shoshana, and Shauna. Detectives say Levi met the victims online on dating apps and then helped herself to their prized, pricey possessions. The model, influencer, reportedly former Las Vegas escort and penthouse pet, has pleaded not guilty to charges including grand theft and first-degree residential burglary. Levi was free on bail when she was rearrested this week in connection with yet another heist that took place during the Coachella Music Festival in 2025. The victim in the case, Oscar, who only wants to share his first name, explains he met Adva Levi through a mutual, unsuspecting friend during the desert extravaganza.
Hold on, time out. She was a penthouse pet? Yo, what edition was she on? I might have to peep it. She all right. I don't think she worth the trouble getting robbed, but she all right. Nice little tiny little thing.
Ganza.
When we first met, she didn't seem like she would harm anyone. She definitely had a lot of energy and personality.
Oscar shares footage of the sparkling suspect at the home he rented with friends.
Man, I know
she
he
wanted
cracked.
free entry to Coachella, but something just wasn't right, and the group refused to pay for her admission. On her way out the door, according to victims, authorities, and security footage, LaVie stole luxury watches, sunglasses, and other items totaling thousands of dollars.
I didn't know anything at the time as far as any online dating or anything of that nature up until later, when there was a lot of noise here in Los Angeles. Somebody that you bring into your circle, you wouldn't expect that something like this would happen.
Today, a judge denied bail for the 29-year-old accused scam artist. Prosecutors say she ditched a GPS ankle monitor before she was rearrested in Beverly Hills this week. Adva Lavie faces more than 10 years in prison if convicted. Reporting live in Hollywood, Chris Wolf, KTLA 5 News.
Thank you, Chris.
That's crazy. CBS LA got it.
In the case of a social media influencer known as Mia Ventura.
So I was going to go on a ramble calling these dudes simps. Why y'all whining and dining this girl? Blah 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 blah. But they didn't even want to pay. They didn't even want to pay for her Coachella. And she on the way out, she wanted to rob them. That's crazy. Oh man, let me watch this again.
An LA County judge ordering her to stay in jail.
That's right. CBS LA assignment editor Mike Rogers is at the desk now. Mike, a lot of new details tonight about what Ventura was doing after her arrest.
Yeah, and those details are the reason that the judge has ordered her to stay behind bars until at least another bail hearing or until she goes to trial. Now, we'll show you some video here of Mia Ventura. Remember, we talked about her just this week after she was arrested on an outstanding warrant out of Indio for an incident that happened in Coachella when she allegedly stole more than $10,000 worth of items from a man at an Airbnb she was staying at. Now, what we also know is that when Ventura was picked up, she was picked up outside of a restaurant in Beverly Hills. By happenstance, she ran into a Beverly Hills police officer who ran her, and she had a warrant for her arrest. She also was arrested because she had cut off her ankle monitor. Well, what we learned today in court is it was not the first time she had taken off her ankle monitor. It was at least the third time that she had removed her ankle monitor. She was also, when she was first arrested, ordered to hand over her passport. Well, it was also revealed in court today that somehow she managed to get a new passport while she was out on bail. So with the totality of the circumstances, the judge said today, you're staying behind bars. Tonight, we had a chance to speak with her attorneys outside of the courtroom.
How can you get arrested, you lose your passport? They don't do any type of screening? Like, how can she get a second one? That's crazy. Yo, she's a certified scammer then. She's a certified scammer.
Adva is...
That's like Twinder Swindler type 2, part 2.
Gone through a lot in her life. She's a work in progress. She is not perfect. She's made mistakes, but she's doing the best she can. She's improving.
You know you're definitely going to lose with that lawyer. He looked...
And, we're proud to represent her. And obviously, the judge made a decision today. We respect it completely. But it doesn't change our perspective on the case. It doesn't change the way that we feel this case should be resolved.
And the way that they believe this case should be resolved, according to her attorneys, is through mental health court. They have filed paperwork with the judge to have this case moved for mental health diversion. Meanwhile, guys, something of note from our photographer who was in court today. The judge would not allow us to shoot any video of Mia Ventura, but our photographer told us that multiple times Mia Ventura had turned around and was making conversation with people in the audience to the point where the judge had to redirect her attention.
He loving the fame. These bitches want clout, but they certified thieves too, man. She's a scammer. She got a porn star named Mia Ventura. Yo, go shout out to never mind. There's another Ventura that I used to like back in the day, back in like the 2005s. What's her name? Jules Ventura. She was fire back in the day, man. I wonder if she's still, these are the old school days, I guess not that old, 2005, 2010. Dang. They said she an OnlyFans model too. That's crazy. That's crazy. Look at all the articles she has here about her. Mia Ventura. Oh my goodness. That's funny. Let's see what else they got. What else they got? Las Vegas tourist struggle in 15-degree heat. Man, YouTube is popping today. Doctor's sick secret exposed. Oh no, all that. Look at Flacco. Shout out to Flacco. I got my titles from him and Chap Lord Ross. I'm trying to, learn to do my thumbnail titles like him. Look at that. So if y'all know where I got it from, fuck it. Oh yeah, so we already talked about that car one. Oh man. David, the mini documentary. Who the hell wants to fucking watch that? She's hiding. Krishan Rock catching bodies. Damn, my algorithm is fucked up, huh? That's crazy. Let's see what they got on. Let's see what they got on KTLA. I mean, a lot of KTLA was on YouTube too, but look at the bear. The bear takes a dip in the backyard spa. I don't know, not much on here. Shit, they ain't got nothing going on here. Let's see what we got on IG. Let's see what we got on IG. Oh, got a friend request. Hey, they already.
Was boss for us or what, dude? For real, dude. Fucking fat ass. I know you got them. Hey.
Yeah, it's a Bengal. Yeah,
fucking Bengal.
It's domesticated. It's like an exotic cat breed. You can say.
Hey guys, Miami Massage Empress here.
Oh man, I like her.
Had a travel session in Boca today. To everyone that has an opinion on the travel fee, all I have to say is if he wanted to, he would. But
this is clearly prostitution. No music.
Hey,
dang.
Are you blazing?
No, I'm tired.
Really? Because you look like one.
Thank you. Because of my hair?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice
girl,
with it. I ain't gonna lie.
Are you nigga?
Me?
What?
I'm black. I'm black. So,
What did you say?
What's up, nigga?
Oh my god.
Hey.
No music. No music. Them Jones is long as hell.
I don't hate nothing about these bitches, nigga.
You ain't nothing.
Love the fuck out these hoes, nigga.
Yeah.
Good bitches out here.
I'm 38. And when my mom was 38, I was born.
What the comments say?
My mom took up jogging. And I grew up thinking that 5Ks on the weekend and weekend getaways to watch your mom run a marathon were normal. So I just wanted to send out the encouragement. You can pick up a habit that is literally going to change your children's lives. Because with everything,
No comments.
the internet.
No music. Dominicana. Hey. Santo Domingo. Jeez. I'm going there, y'all.
I went to Ethiopia. I felt like a filthy nigga after a while. I was like, bruh, you need to chill. You need to chill. You need to leave. Them niggas at that Sheraton, bruh, I know that they was 100% ready to put me out that motherfucker because I had them going through, in and out that motherfucker, bro. And it was like, we got to charge it to the room. Charge it to the room, bitch ass nigga. I don't give a fuck. Oh, it's an extra guest. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. One of them niggas was a hating ass. Boy, that nigga was a hater. You cannot have this going in and out, in and out, in and out. Chill. Gang.
Oh my gosh.
I'm almost 50 years old, and I've never been married, and I don't have any kids. Now, sometimes I think to myself, you know what? It's time to grow up and meet a good woman and settle down. But then I see my married friends, and you invite them somewhere on the weekend, and they're like, oh, you know what? We can't make it. My in-laws are in town, and we're taking them to Lucille's.
Fuck that.
And then tomorrow morning, we got to get up early because we have soccer practice.
Yeah. Can I pet your dog?
I don't have a dog.
No, I'm talking about these.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey, what are you doing? Hey. Have a great day.
Looking to buy or sell in Texas?
This is funny. That was funny.
We should do this again. This is perfect because there's no way I'll catch feelings. Isn't it funny how people are so desperate to put labels on things? I like the word different. Would you want to go to this dumb wedding with me next week? I need a +1 or whatever. You know what's so crazy? I'm not really talking to anyone else. Isn't that so crazy and random? I can't do this
Friends
anymore.
with benefits.
This is clearly not going anywhere.
Damn, I hope I don't get busted for music.
Why do women in general get so much shame for sometimes having stinky pussies? Pussies are literally a wet meat tube. They're a moist meat tube. Of course that shit's gonna fucking stink sometimes. Are you kidding me? Why do women in general get so much shame for sometimes having stinky pussies? Pussies are
Yeah, sometimes you got to deal with it, but I got like a 20% rule. If it smells more than 20% of the time, we ain't gonna work out, shorty. Everybody has their days, but I got a 20% rule. Can't out of 10 days, that joint can't be stinking no more than 2 or 3 days, baby girl. You gotta go. Oh my gosh.
This is a perfect sandwich. They sell out every day. Pull the little string.
No music.
I just went to jiu-jitsu and I was rolling with a guy, and in the middle of our round, I submitted him with a guillotine. And then after the round, he's like, holy crap, how long have you been training for? And I was like, should I not? So I told him 2 months. I just wanted to really give him.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I have to post this. So my favorite thing right now is going online and these throat tattoo memes are freaking hilarious, man. I swear.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you Cleveland?
Yeah, I'm Cleveland.
Okay.
Listen, I'm gonna just say this. If a man's gotta buy your time, buy you gifts, take you on trips, spend fucking money on you, just to get to know you, you're a bum ass bitch.
I like
that
her.
can't hold her own. That has no motherfucking motion. And you need to get your life together. Straight up.
I like that.
Like, you really gonna put pressure on a man to pay for all?
They can't put pressure on me. They can't put pressure. I do it if I want to. But, you gotta. Sometimes if it's right, man, you might gotta buy him a couple pair of shoes or something. No, I'm playing. Being an older man.
Legit, not fake. We're getting.
You're judged by how you.
Because I have music. I want to see it.
I'm scared. I don't know.
Being an older man. What's up with that dude's hairline? Oh, that's Bone Crusher. Damn. I wish I could play the music, but that's Bone Crusher. That's the music they're playing.
No, I've sold the Tech 9 long time ago.
What the gosh, I'm not for it.
I'm outside in the cold.
Stop believing the fantasy that
Because
you're only judged by your character, intelligence,
Show this
or
again.
your
How are you?
intentions, because that's not how it works in the real world. And before anyone hears your ideas, they see your presentation, your clothes, your grooming, your posture, your attention to detail. And in a millisecond, people begin forming opinions about you and they put you in a box. Think about that for a second.
I mean, a real estate agent is easy. Being a real estate.
Oh, that clothes is weird.
I may not have found a husband, but I do have 2 feet.
Am I tripping? They're not bad, but I wouldn't
I
leave with
watched
that
this
short.
movie about like a polyamorous relationship, and I gotta say, I kind of like was into it. I'm like, there's nothing more that a woman craves than to be around other women, especially when you have kids and you're like taking on the burden of life. Like, there's just something about another woman that just gets it.
Isn't it crazy how business owners will...
I'm 34, I'm single, and I'm raising my niece all by myself. At this age, I thought I would be married with my own kids, but God had his own plans. And we're at a family pool, and I realized that I'm lonely.
Oh shit. Fucking music. Damn.
Oh, say can
Oh shit.
you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight?
What the fuck? Is this a joke? Is this a joke? Fucking Disneyland.
Yeah, we out here in Lancaster, California. Y'all in the trade blocks. Once I end up getting shot, I took this, you feel me, head on, hit in my back.
In Lancaster? Damn, it get popping like that? I didn't know that.
Somebody would have told me that I would be sleeping in my car a week before I turned 36 years old while my kids are at home and I'm like doing travel contracts and I'm
No music. 31 and expired. Everybody talking that age shit. That shit old, man.
If you are a beginner and you're trying to get into the medical core,
I don't give a fuck about what you talking about. If you're playing stepdaddy, you're a bitch. Straight up. Playing stepdaddy's for cucks. That's a cuck mindset. You just trying to stick around.
This is proof that you don't need to leave the United States to experience Patagonia-like views. This place is called Second Lake, and it's located in Big Pine, California. And the
Big Pine, California.
Everything about this hike was so magical, from the
I'm
water
gonna go
flowing
there.
down
What's it
to
called?
massive trees to this little cute lizard that I found. It was
I just have to ask, has everybody seen the video of this absolute...
I'm getting ready for work. Let me have this moment. Just let me.
Here's how
She's fired though.
to use the last few months of 20.
Save this video if you're looking for an affordable pet hospital in Tijuana, Mexico. This is where I take all my dogs. This is
Save.
the clinic that we go to.
This is going to be controversial, but as you know me, I do not care. If you're a single woman in your mid 30s or 40s and still unmarried or searching for that high value man, here's what you need to do. You also need to consider this rationally and logically, so just stay with me for a second, okay? You're competing with younger women. Let's just say it. 19 and 20-year-olds at the...
These subjects are tiring, y'all. But that's what gets you clicks.
You know which community is very into incest? The Mexican community.
Oh, shit.
Just like, you know how some white people are very into incest? A lot of the Mexicans are too. Because there's something that I found out. I'm not even going to get into it, but...
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Just a reminder, it is an unwritten rule of life that after every prolonged period of hardship and uncertainty, there comes a period where you achieve quantum leaps across multiple areas of your...
I need someone to tell me right now why RFK Jr. was on CNN this morning claiming that at the peak of COVID, the ICUs in New York City were empty. What are they prepping us for?
I'm squeezing in a quick trip to answer.
For all those per capita warriors, do you want to go tell that girl that got shot 3 times while trying to close the library door and lock it from an active shooter? Want to go talk to her about how it was probably more likely for the black guy in the library hiding with her to be the killer? Or For the shooter in In-N-Out, do you guys want to go and
Not
explain to
her.
the In-N-Out employees and everyone that ran out and the people that died that even though it was a white man that killed them, it would have been more likely to be a black person at another day at another
I know. Speak it, sis. These folks playing. They playing way too much.
time? Why don't we go ask the latest victims of the mass shootings how they want their shooting classified? Do they want it to be recognized as a per capita shooting or as raw data? Do they want it to be seen for what it is? Or do they want it to be seen in relativity to the population? For all those per capita warriors, do you want to go tell that girl that got shot 3 times while trying to close the library door and lock it?
Damn, that's a fucked up ass picture, man. Poor girl, man. Fuck. She's 100% right. You know, a lot of people, especially when it comes to politics and the whole Charlie Kirk wave, they try to blame crime on black people, but we all know who the mass shooters are. And, you know, just saying, like, the point I'm making is you don't have to blame any race for crime. Crime is crime. That's all. So, because if you want to think by your logic, you have a certain demographic that does pedophilia. You have a certain demographic that does incest that the lady was talking about in the reel before. You have a certain demographic that does the mass shootings. You know, it's not race, y'all. I hate for y'all to say it. It ain't race. If it is, we know who the biggest perpetrators of violence is throughout the time in history. You know, I'm just saying, if we go that route. But, you know, I'm not walking around and hating on white people all the time the way a lot of these internet subreddits and underground forums that create the undertone for black fatigue, you know, which sets the groundwork for our voting, for the way people vote, you know, all these little undertones and, you know, shit that's brewing and these podcasts and all that, you know, this is now look where we're at right now, you know, whatever.
Men never cease to amaze me with how little they pay attention to every single thing in their life.
Fitness Grim will now begin the push-up section. Down.
Up.
1. Down.
Yay. That's an arch game right there, boy.
I was raped for 17 years and I was just
Okay, that's enough Instagram today. That is enough Instagram today, y'all. I might do one more little YouTube topic so I could create a separate video because I feel like people watch my videos more than everything else. So let's see. Let's see. Back to YouTube, y'all. And then we about to close this live up. Oh shit. Andrew Tate's lawyer is unhinged. See, everybody posts those videos with the crazy titles. He's in trouble. See, even Kumo is doing the little Trap Laura Ross Flacco type of Kanye exposed. Okay. Damn, he got 40K, you know? Look at our OnlyFans model.
To an update, the family of Christian Obumseli
Oh,
is
this was
speaking
yesterday.
out one day after his girlfriend, OnlyFans model Courtney Clinny, announced she will
She
take
looked
a
rough.
plea deal in his killing. Clinny is accused of
Oh, we already talked about that. This is what doom scrolling is, y'all. Just randomly looking for shit. What could be a topic? Of course, David is done. Oh, let's talk about the Tony Romo situation. Oh, hold on. He's placed on leave. Damn,
This
Tony
morning,
Romo's
growing
cooked.
fallout for Tony Romo.
Romo comes the other way. Austin catches.
The former NFL star and TV analyst placed on leave just days after his arrest on suspicion of operating while intoxicated.
Look at the smirk on his face. He has no remorse. Tony Romo has always been like a fun, happy guy. That's why Jerry Jones fell in love with him. His play was up and down, and obviously he couldn't win a playoff game to save his life. But that smirk on his face sums up his whole personality. He has absolutely no remorse, and I wouldn't be surprised if they fired him, which is a shame because he's actually one of the best broadcasters, sports broadcasters that we've seen in a while that can really break down the games play by play. I think it was one of the Super Bowls he did. He called it tremendously. I think he's even kind of better than Tom Brady, but obviously Tom Brady's the best that ever done it. But that's why you can always say that the best player sometimes isn't always the best commentator. But actually, Brady is official. He's really good too. But I mean, Romo was on another level. So for him to be placed on leave.
How many drinks have you had?
CBS Sports telling ABC News Romo is on leave from his role until further notice. The decision comes as this body camera video showing the July 23rd traffic stop outside Milwaukee, where deputies said she found an open bottle of alcohol in his vehicle after being pulled over for unsafe driving.
He's driving unsafe with an open bottle in his vehicle. Do y'all understand? He's driving erratically with an open bottle in his vehicle. How dumb are you?
The deputy in the video asked Romo to take a field sobriety test. The decision comes as this body camera video showing the July 23rd traffic stop outside Milwaukee, where deputies said she found an open bottle of alcohol in his vehicle after being pulled over for unsafe driving. The deputy in the video asked Romo to take a field sobriety test. He asked for a lawyer.
You're not. Nope, step out of the vehicle.
Romo complies, but rather than give the test on the highway, the deputy handcuffs Romo to take him to the station.
Have a seat.
Before the test, Romo even taking a moment to stretch.
Go ahead, dude.
When asked about head injuries, the four-time Pro Bowler joking about his playing career.
Any head injuries recently? Any concussions?
Over the years, yes, but not recently. No.
Okay.
So
Please stand with your feet together and your hands down at the side.
Authorities say Romo failed the field sobriety test and refused a preliminary breathalyzer.
You
not to.
willing to submit to a PBT?
What is that?
It's a preliminary breath.
It does not determine the results of
Oh,
my
no,
test.
we're not doing that.
Okay.
I've already heard from all the lawyers. Don't ever do that.
And we know JJ Watt will be stepping in as Romo is on leave. In the meantime, we know that he's due in court.
JJ Watt? What the fuck? JJ Watt? I mean, JJ Watt's actually pretty good. You know what I'm saying? He's pretty good, but this goes to show you Tony Romo's complete lack of remorse, complete lack of. He acts like he doesn't have a care in the world. He thinks this is a big joke. And if you've seen him do that field sobriety test, it just like, how could you even take him seriously? But CBS was not playing. But here's the thing. Does he even care? He's made millions his whole life. I don't think he's hurting for cash. So, I mean, this is what you expect from Romo. I ain't gonna lie. This is what you expect from Romo.
In September, we also reached out.
The decision comes as this body camera video showing the July 23rd traffic
Sorry,
stop
I
outside
know you're
Milwaukee.
repeating that.
So please stand with your feet together and your hands down at the side.
Authorities say Romo failed the field sobriety test and refused a preliminary breathalyzer.
You
Not to.
willing to submit to a PBT?
He said, "No, we're not doing that.
It does
We
not
ain't doing
determine
that."
the results of my test.
Where's the video of him actually doing it? Hold on. Let me see. Tony Romo update. Come on, give me some more. Give me some more. They saying he fired. He's gonna get fired. Oh, look. Here's the.
All right, sir.
Did I pass this test?
You turn around.
No, I didn't. Can I use my phone real quick? Because there's
Such a
plane
dick.
taking off.
You're
My
under
parents are
arrest for operating
We'll
while
get to
under the
that.
influence, okay? All right. How many drinks have you had?
Oh, we're not gonna
You're coming
repeat
from a
it.
golf
Y'all,
course?
I'll spare y'all.
Well,
Here we go.
sir, I'm going to have you step out completely.
I'm trying. I'm sorry. Just the bad back.
He just sounds like he's joking when he's talking.
Let me know if you need a hand. Yep. Where you were coming from. You said the golf course, correct?
Yeah. I thought
Okay.
I was at the golf course. I played in the WSJ event.
The red glassy eyes, and then the odor of an intoxicating alcoholic beverage from your breath.
From all the guys.
Okay. And then when my partner brought the backpack that you wanted, we basically do not an inventory, but I make sure that there's no guns in there.
Yeah.
Exactly. And there were a few shooters in there that I observed.
Oh my gosh. Yo, within the next week, he's going to get fired by CBS or he's going to get suspended, which sucks because football season is about to start. And honestly, a lot of things are happening in football season now that he could give you so much great analysis with. But what are y'all's polls? You think he's going to get fired? You think he's going to get placed on suspension? He's already placed on leave. And JJ Watt's good, but I don't know if he could fully replace Romo. And it's wild because a few years ago, he was like the top. I mean, obviously everybody wanted Brady after he retired, but Romo was like, I think that year when he called the Super Bowl, all the networks wanted him. Now for something like this to happen, and hey, maybe he doesn't give a shit because he knows he can get hired somewhere else, or maybe he doesn't need the money, or that's just his personality. If y'all remember Dallas back in the day, he was always so carefree and just a happy-go-lucky guy, like almost mischievous. So, but this is terrible. And all jokes aside, okay, maybe you don't want to have remorse for getting arrested or losing your job. That's okay. But I despise people who drive drunk. As a motorcycle rider, as seeing a lot of accidents here in LA, you should be remorseful for actually driving intoxicated. So I don't know if he released a public apology. Let's look that up. But he, maybe in front of the cops, he's a little defiant or reckless. But I mean, you need to show some remorse. So let's see what they say on here.
Will you submit to an evidentiary chemical test of your breath?
No.
NFL analyst Tony Romo has been placed on leave by CBS Sports after his arrest for suspicion of operating a vehicle while intoxicated.
Did I pass this test?
You turn around.
I don't see an apology anywhere.
8 days after the 46-year-old was pulled over in Milwaukee and allegedly performed poorly on field sobriety tests, the network released a statement saying, quote, Tony Romo is on leave until further notice.
Any head injuries recently? Any concussions?
Over the years, yes, but not recently. No.
Stepping in for Tony Romo, future Hall of Famer J.J. Watt, who spent 10 seasons with the Houston Texans.
I'm very excited. I have decided to adopt the mindset that if I screw up, it's cool.
I want my lawyer.
We reached out to Tony's attorney for comment. His next court date is September 21st, although he is not required to appear. We were with the former quarterback when he joined CBS Sports in 2017, immediately after he retired from the NFL.
I didn't practice a lot in front of the mirror, but I did watch,
Yeah. So they spoke with the lawyer. No apology, no remorse whatsoever. you know, and it's like, I just think the way he's going about all this, he's going to get fired. That's what I think. So let me know what y'all think, chat. It is 10 o'clock. It is getting my bedtime. I'm done for the day or night. Y'all have a good Monday tomorrow, start of your week. Let's go get to it, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Stream.